Who's that? Who's that handsome little feller? Okay. Okay. Now let's fix that hair. Wow. Jack is 7 months old. He turned 7 months yesterday. So this is going to be his 7-month update. We'll see how long I can keep him here with me. So, sleeping. He was sleeping horrible. Actually, I just filmed my sleep training video and how that worked out for us. So I'll post that before you see this one. But if you watch that, you'll know that sleeping was horrible. It got so bad that he was napping only once a day and for about an hour and a half, and then he would refuse to nap anymore during the rest of the day. And I spent my day basically trying to get him to nap, rocking him, bouncing him, or breastfeeding him, and then trying to put him down without waking him. And it was so hard because every time I put him down, he would wake crying, and then I'd have to do the whole thing over again. And it was just a never-ending cycle, and he was just so overtired that he was so cranky, and I was cranky and frustrated. And yeah, it took so long to get him to go down to sleep, and even rocking him, he would fight it. Like he didn't enjoy being rocked. But now he does. So then I sleep trained him about a week ago, and now he sleeps great. So he has 2 naps a day, both an hour and a half, and I can put him down in his crib, awake, and he goes to sleep on his own. And it is wonderful. I honestly didn't think that I would ever be able to say that, because it was just so hard to get him to sleep. But after sleep training, it's so much easier now. Even nighttime, he sleeps so much better. Sleep training him for his naps, because I didn't sleep train him nighttime only for his naps. He now sleeps better nighttime too, and which is what I figured. By fixing one, usually the other one will resolve itself. So now he usually wakes only once a night, whereas before it was like 3 or 4 times. Shh, baby, shh. Sweetheart. Hi, Tuck, you come to join? You come to join? What's that? That's your feet. That's your feet. So nutrition-wise, I'm still breastfeeding. Yeah, you're still getting boobies. And I also introduced solids. So I'm doing mostly purees. I have given him, like last night I gave him a piece of broccoli, but I wouldn't consider myself doing baby led weaning, obviously, if I'm still doing purees. But so I kind of do a little bit of both, but mostly purees. I do make my own baby food, and then I do buy some organic pouches. He has a really big appetite. Like, he can eat and eat and eat and eat, and I don't know where he puts it all, but he has a huge appetite and he has so much energy. And there isn't anything that I have given him that he has screwed up his face to. Like, he likes everything. I also started giving him a bottle with water in it, starting him on solids, and he doesn't drink from a bottle. He will like chew on the like bottle nipple or whatever, and so he do get water from it. He just don't like gulp down the water. He got his first tooth at exactly 6 months, and then he got his second and third tooth this month. So the second one he got on October 1st, and then the third one came on October 10th. So he got his 2 bottom teeth and the top right tooth, and I'm pretty sure the top left tooth isn't far behind. He don't have it yet, but I'm pretty sure it won't be long. Please don't pull out my hair. He started getting up on his hands and knees, and that was about, I wrote down the date, I think it was October 10th. Ow. Jack, no, don't touch mommy's hair. Okay, hair is going behind. My hair is always up, and that is why. So he started getting up on his hands and knees. He don't crawl yet, but it just came out of nowhere. That he'll get up on his hands and knees, and he'll just stay there, and he'll concentrate really hard, like he'll just be staring off into space. And he knows how to work his legs and his knees, just he don't know how to move his arms and hands. And he'll do, like, I don't know, I've heard it called like the inchworm or the army crawl, where he like uses his arms to scoot across. And he has no problem like going across the room doing that, especially for a phone. He has a weird obsession with phones for some reason. Maybe because it lights up, I'm not sure, but I noticed more of his personality this month, and I can tell he's very impatient, especially when it comes to food. I don't even put him in his high chair, and he gets so like anxious, like he just wants his food like now, that he'll get really fussy, and I don't know, yeah, mostly when it comes to food. He loves shiny things like jewelry, like you just saw him picking out my necklace. Anything shiny he likes. And again, he loves phones. Here, you want to play with this? Oh, wow. He can sit assisted, not so well unassisted. He's still pretty wobbly. He just doesn't have any interest in sitting. Like, he's just too crazy. He's very high energy. He wants to be bouncing, or like he loves his jolly jumper. He loves his swing this month too. He kind of lost interest in it for a while, but now he loves it again, and he'll spend a nice bit of time in there. Usually I'll put him in there if I need to get something done. And he loves his jolly jumper. What is on your head? Oh my god, I think that's lipstick. Sorry, buddy. But yeah, he's very high energy, and he loves to be played with. Like, he won't last. He's getting better at it, I must say, but before, like when I put him on the floor, he wanted you to play with him. Like, he wasn't very good at playing by himself, but I feel like he's definitely getting more better at that now than he was, like, you know, at the beginning of the month. I think that's all I wrote about him. His weight. So I weighed him yesterday for the first time. I have a scale here, one of those baby scales, and it said that he weighed 15 pounds 14 ounces, and he was 15 pounds 4 ounces at 6 months, and I'm pretty sure he was 15 pounds around 3 ounces at 5 months. So he hasn't really. Oh, want a book? Want a book? Wow, he loves this book. So he hasn't really gained any weight in the past like 2 months. So I'm pretty sure his pediatrician is probably gonna say probably give him formula again, because she said that last month at his 6-month appointment that I should start him on formula, but I didn't because I introduced food, so I didn't think it was necessary. And he didn't even gain a pound in the past month, 2 months. He went from 15 pounds 4 ounces to 15 pounds 14 ounces. I don't know. I fed him. I was surprised because I thought he was going to be more than that. But after I weighed him, I fed him like breast milk, and I weighed him again, and he was 16 pounds 1 ounce. So I want to say he's roughly about 16 pounds. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to start him on formula unless he really needs it. I don't think he's eating a ton. I mean, I'm breastfeeding. Kind of still on demand. More, I feed him like when he goes down for naps or when he goes to bed, and when he wakes up sometimes. So I mean, I feel like he's getting lots to eat. And then plus, I'm feeding him 2 to 3 times a day, meals. So I feel like he's eating tons. I don't know why he's just not gaining weight. I think he's getting taller. He's just, there's no fat on him and he's pretty slim. So we'll see. He got his 6-month needles coming up because he hasn't gotten those yet because I kind of messed it up when I flew home this summer. So he's kind of a month behind. So he'll be getting his 6-month needles in a couple of days. And we'll see what the nurse has to say about it. But other than that, he's still in size 2 Pampers and he's still in size 3 to 6 and 6-month clothing. It still fits him fine. If anything, I feel like his pajamas, the 3 to 6-month ones, they're just getting a bit short in the sleeves. Other than that, they fit perfect. Postpartum wise, I got my period back. So it came at like 6.5 months and I was home, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I just started spotting and I'm like, oh my god, like, am I getting my period back? And so then I went to the pharmacy and asked if I could take Midol while breastfeeding because prior to getting pregnant, my periods were so bad and I had the worst cramps ever. Like, I'm not even kidding. It was so bad. I always take Midol only the first couple of days and then I was fine after that. So I wanted to, and I've heard that the first period is bad, so I wanted to make sure that I could take Midol before it came. So my pharmacy did tell me I could, but there is caffeine in one of the Midols. He suggested I just take Tylenol. But I actually didn't really get much cramping at all. Or I think I had a bit of a backache, lower backache, which I usually got for my periods before. But other than that, yeah, it was a pretty light period. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. So yeah, other than that, I'm still having some hair loss. Not half as bad as it was, like, I think that was around 4 months when I was having a lot of hair loss, but I feel like it's still coming out a bit more than normally. As for weight, I was sitting still like at 136, 37 pounds, which I have been like for a long time. But I, last week I got food poisoning, or what I believe is food poisoning. It could have been the stomach flu, I'm not 100% sure. But I was up throwing up all night and I lost like 3 or 4 pounds. And then this past week, I've had no appetite whatsoever. I'm finally just getting it back like a week later. So I barely eaten anything. So I did lose a couple more pounds. So I'm currently like at 131 pounds. So I only have like 4 pounds, 5 pounds the most to lose until I'm back to pre-pregnancy weight. But I'm like, I still have a lot of extra skin. And I feel like that's going to take a lot of work to get rid of. That's mommy's hair. Please, no, don't eat it. No. Owie. Owie. After starting solids, he did get constipated. And it was really rough for a few nights. And I think it was a combination of being constipated, teething, and I'm pretty sure we went through a 6-month regression because it was horrible. But I'm so happy to say that it's back to normal now. We're both sleeping a lot better. Ooh. You want to show those teeth? Look at those teeth. 1, 2, 3. He's so ticklish. And he loves to slap things. I got lipstick all over him. Bye-bye! Okay, thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you next month. Bye!